If you asked me 5 years ago what I want to become, the answer would have been clear. I wanted to be a music maker. For 5 years I dedicated my life to it. Endless amount of sleepless nights, frustration and passion. And seeing it slowly becoming reality was the best thing in the world. From people actually caring about my art to being finally content with my music. Everyone always says don't give up on your dreams. They are right, but what if your dreams aren't your dreams anymore? Honestly, it's hard to say what happened. Somehow the music around me changed, the voices around me changed, my perspective changed. Or at the end it was me who changed. Suddenly creating became harder than ever. Sitting in front of an empty project, trying to come up with something new. Which music do I actually still like? There were questions deep down inside of me which made the struggles being creative slowly unbearable. There were doubts inside of me waiting to break out, which made me question the path I choose. There was change in my core that made my heart longing for something else. I feel like this past year I started to change. There's something inside of me that tells me that making music isn't the right thing anymore. And so I made less and less music this past year, and to be honest, it felt good. So on May 27th I released my album, and for the first time in 5 years I told myself it's okay having a break from making music. The days passed and the urge to make music I was desperately trying to find didn't come back. I really hoped it would. My younger self would have been probably so disappointed of me, giving up his work and throwing away the endless amount of hours and sacrifices along the way. But if there's an end, there's always a new beginning. So suddenly I experienced life from a different angle. I tried out new things, I experienced new feelings, I listened to different music. I felt free. Free from past expectations and goals. I felt honest to myself. Maybe giving up on your dreams is not that bad. Kind of changing this big part of my life showed me that I shouldn't identify myself with the things I do, with the things I create and with the things I aspire. It's like constantly changing because I'm changing as a human being. And I don't know what I'm going to do in about 5 years or so. Maybe my interests and everything around me changed again. But easier said than done. Slowly questions came up in my mind. Who am I if everything inside and outside changes? Why am I even here? Is it worth having dreams? For the last 5 years the music I created was the sense of my existence. And now I felt like I forgot what it was. You know, I was just so confused. Suddenly people started to tell me I shouldn't give up on my music. Yet it just felt so right. Honestly, I always thought giving up on my past dreams would help to find myself. But turned out I was more lost than ever before. So for a couple of months now I wanted to get into video and filmmaking. I guess it was the right time buying that camera I wanted for so long. Hoping to find that missing piece of my life right now. Honestly, picking up this camera and starting this filming stuff the past year just felt so good. Just kind of exposing myself to new things, to new ways expressing myself and to learn a lot of new things. In contrast to this music thing where I just sat in front of my laptop and I couldn't find any creativity. Now picking up this camera and just filming, editing and stuff like this, I feel a lot more creative doing that, and it feels so good discovering new things. And so faster than I could comprehend, time was flying by. Day after day, week after week, and month after month, without making music. And my dream for over 5 years slowly turned into a distant memory. Like a dream from last night you're trying to grasp, but it's getting more and more blurry. But I will say that after all, my passion for music was never really gone. So recently I discovered my guitar again. I was never really a good guitar player, but I just missed it so much. And suddenly I was sitting there writing an acoustic song. I've never made something like this and I'm a terrible singer, so please prepare your ears. When we were 17, you hold my arm, shadows casting away. Shadows casting away. So where did we go wrong? Where do we belong? Our shadows on the street. Wish that I'd be wrong. It's not where you belong. Our shadows on the street. So what I realized in this moment was that I'm never going to be a famous music maker or producer. And it's actually completely okay. I mean, just making music in this moment without worrying about streams and labels and all this stuff felt so freeing. And so after all this time, I think giving up on the stream was actually one of the best decisions of my life. I mean, at one point I didn't even know why I still tried. It was leaving me so unfulfilled. And so giving up on the stream set me free in so many different ways. I mean, everybody just says you have to follow your dreams and don't give up on your dreams, but I think it's okay giving up on your dreams. It's okay letting go of your past self, of your past interests, because you're just changing, you know? So I'm freezing my ass off right now, so I really need to get up. So I don't want to say that it's okay giving up if it's hard, if you struggle, or if you come across doubts. I want to say it's okay giving up on something that leaves you unfulfilled, that prevents you from trying out new things, and that turns out to be not what you imagined. And so just trying out something new fulfilled me so much. And I realized I told myself for so long that I can't give up on this dream, until I realized I can, and it changed my life.